2007 Mercedes ML500 that yesterday the serpentine belt broke and wrapped around the pulleys, and the person did not know how long the belt was broken until they had to turn and realized they didn't have power steering. So now this car sounds like a diesel engine trying to run. I need to figure out what is going on in here making this noise. I'll let you hear that. Let's start it up. Sounds like a diesel engine, but I know it's not. Noise is coming from right here and right here. Now I need to diagnose this thing. Hopefully, it's not going to be a big issue, but I don't know. Hard to say at this time. Anyway, 2007 Mercedes ML500, 5-liter engine with a fine piece of German puzzle engineering right here. Got a Mercedes sounding like a diesel engine. It's not a diesel. So we gotta figure out what's going on with it. Figure out if it's worth fixing or not. Maybe have to pull out the engine, but I'm gonna see if we can just pull apart the front of the car instead of pulling the engine out of it. Gonna start out by pulling off a valve cover. Already unplugged coil power. Gonna mark which wire goes on the top of each coil so that it's not confusing. Then pull off all the coils. Once coils are off, then I'll pull off the valve cover and see if I can see any obvious reason, such as clogged oil jets or oil tubes, or maybe something wrong with the cam gears. We'll see. Now, here comes the valve cover off of here. Hopefully we can see something right away that'll be simple fix. Maybe probably that hose on. Yeah. A screwdriver. Oh, we got a pry bar right here. Oh, yeah. That is a stiff hose. Here, I can't do it from this angle.
Yeah, it's not gonna work from this angle, is it? Oh, it's
Oh, don't break it more than you have to.
well, it's already split, so
Yeah. And then we got one more hose here. How does this one come off?
same way and same amount of pieces.
I don't think it comes off the same way.
Well,
In order to get the valve cover off, gotta pull off the fuel line and
yeah, it's going right down inside the head.
gotta change oil anyway.
Yeah, well. Here,
And let's see, lifters in here. Single cam. Which one of these is making a lot of racket? Hopefully this will be an easy one and I can just change some lifters. Oh my gosh, does it even have lifters? I don't know, we'll find out. Now the reveal. What do we got inside here? Well, we don't. That moves around pretty easy. That moves really easy. That one don't. That one don't. That one moves easy. That one moves real easy. Easy, easy. Not easy. Not easy. Well, Looks like I'm gonna have to start it up for a minute like this just to see where the noise is coming from. It's gonna be messy. My suspicion is not getting any oil to the top of this engine, which is why I can touch all these rollers in here and completely dry. So what I'm gonna do, pull off the oil filter cover here and crank it over, see if we get any oil coming up here to the filter. I don't think this oil pump's working. Pulling out the oil filter here, the stick for the oil there is bone dry, which kind of means or signifies that there's no oil coming up or running down the filter at all. So probably a good bet that the oil pump is not working at all. Nice. I crank it. Had no oil come up in here at all. Diagnosis, oil pump doesn't work. Putting the valve cover back on. Got all these little Torx bolts around the valve cover here, but you know, this is Mercedes. They're not normal. This size, in case y'all want to know, is E10. Mercedes don't use regular Torx stuff, so you know, be prepared. And then put the coils on top, back where they belong. Putting the ignition coils back on top of the valve cover. Little bolts go in there. These are about the only thing that is normal on a Mercedes. Size of these, T30. Now, pulling off the skid plates, everything underneath so we can get to it. Figure out what I'll need to do to take the oil pan, the front of the oil pan off, get to the oil pump. I know I need to take everything off inside the engine compartment, such as the alternator, power steering, because I need to change timing chains as well. The oil pump runs on timing chain gear. But for now, this thing so greasy under here. Gonna degrease this first.